Hooponopono is an ancient Hawaiian problem-solving process being practiced in Hawaii since thousands of years. Hooponopono is being a Hawaiian practice. The name Hooponopono, Hawaiian name, meaning is ho means making, cause, or doing. Pono means correct, perfect, or being flexible. So the meaning of Hooponopono, the name Hawaiian name Hooponopono is rectifying the errors. Where? From your own words, thoughts, deeds, and action. As Morna says, Ho'oponopono is a profound gift that allows one to develop working relationship with the divinity within and learning to ask the divine to clean the errors in the words, thoughts, deeds, and actions. So here what Morna is saying is, Ho'oponopono is a way to develop working relationship with the divinity within. Here we are not going to the divine which is there outside. As you know, divine is there everywhere in all the sacred places, temple, mosque, church, gurudwar, in all these sacred places, place of prayers. Divine's presence is there. But here we are not going to the divine which is outside. Here, what Morna is saying is we are working the divine which is already within us. As you know, when it comes to you are not this physical body. Behind this physical body, there is a force, life force, source of life. As long as that life force is there in you, till then only you'll be able to move your body, hands, legs, and speak, respond, and all. Once that life force, the source of life, leaves, that body is called as a dead body. So here, that life force, which we call as the soul or the spirit life force, that is what we're focusing on. As per the ancient Sanskrit scriptures, the soul or the spirit is not separate from the divine. That means we are not separate from the divine, we are part of the divine. And that is the divine Morna is asking us to connect with, which is a divine which is already within you. And this process is essentially about freedom, complete freedom from the past. It doesn't matter since how long you're experiencing any challenge in your life, whether it is the emotional issues, psychological issues, relationships, health, whatever maybe it is, what you're working on, it can be resolved once you start working on yourself with Ho'oponopono. Because Ho'oponopono is a petition to the divine to clean the errors, or simply say to clean the subconscious memories which are replaying as outside problems. If you are experiencing a relationship issue, if you are going through any toxic relationship or difficulty in handling with the person, maybe business partner, life partner, or family member, relative, colleague, whoever maybe it is. So as soon as the first experience that difficulty in handling with other person, any kind of differences, lack of understanding, first thought enters your mind is the problem is with the other person. So as long as you are in that belief system, you will not be able to heal that relationship. So that's why we need to take 100% responsibility and we need to work on ourselves. If you want to change yourself, you need to work on yourself. If you want to change others in your life, you need to work on yourself. If you want to change any aspect of your life, you need to work on yourself. In Ho'oponopono, the first thing which is said is nothing out there. Whatever is there in your experience is your own subconscious memories. And as long as you are not cleaning those memories, one or the other time, they are going to reflect in your life in the form of outside challenges. So when you start practicing Ho'oponopono, how it works. See, as I told, you are not this physical body, you are this soul. So when it comes to soul, is a combination of three inner family members. The conscious mind, which we call as the mother in Ho'oponopono, and the subconscious mind, the child or the inner child, where see, when you start practicing Ho'oponopono, you start doing consciously, whether it is the meditation, prayer, procedure, tool, method, technique, whatever it is, any process. There are 86 procedures in the Ho'oponopono. In Ho'oponopono means it is not just basic Ho'oponopono. First is the traditional Ho'oponopono, which is there thousands of years. Now it is almost extinct, only available in Hawaii. For that, you need to physically visit Hawaii to the Kahuna. So that is traditional Ho'oponopono. And next comes the basic Ho'oponopono, and then authentic Ho'oponopono. Next comes the advanced Ho'oponopono. So among the four, in these the totally four methods, stages of Ho'oponopono, there are total of around 86 cleaning procedures, healing methods like meditations, prayers, procedures, set of prayers, and all the tools and techniques. So whatever the procedure you're using in Ho'oponopono, you are doing it consciously with your conscious mind or the so-called intellect. So once you start practicing Ho'oponopono, your petition reaches to the subconscious mind. where the root cause of all the problems are stored in the form of memories. Whether maybe it is the negative belief systems, negative thoughts, or past karma, or traumatic incidents which have gone through, all the incidents, all the emotions, all the pain, suffering, all those are stored in your own subconscious mind. So when you start practicing Ho'oponopono, it reaches the subconscious mind. So from there, the petition is being forwarded to the superconscious mind, which you call as the father aspect, which is always in alignment with the divine. So it knows what is good for you, what is not good for you. So accordingly, it filters the petition and forwards the petition to the divine. And here you need to understand only divine is capable of cleaning and transmuting or erasing those memories. So once your petition reaches the divine, divine energy flows to the subconscious mind, and those memories which are replaying as the outside problem, outside challenges, with a relationship issue or anything emotional pain, that will disappear from your life. That is how you heal yourself, you heal your relationship. And most of my students are finding the results, especially in the area of relationship issue, by working on themselves, not by working on the husband or the boss or the business partner. So you need to understand that first you need to take 100% responsibility and need to work on yourself. And how the Ho'oponopono process and how it works, especially when it comes to relationship issues. If you're going through any kind of lack of understanding, differences, or finding difficulty in handling with any one person, maybe difficult marriage or difficult business partner, or any person in that case, first thing is you need to take 100% responsibility. Why that challenging person is showing up in your life, causing all the pain and suffering for you? It is only because you have the memories related to that. Unless you have memories, it is impossible for that person to show up in your life and cause you the pain and the suffering. So first thing is you need to take 100% responsibility, because nothing out there, whatever is there in your experience is only your own memories. And next thing is, once you take 100% responsibility, you become the creator of your life. As long as you believe the problem is outside, the problem is with the other person, then till then you are in the victim mode. Once you take 100% responsibility, then you become the creator of your life. You become the part of the solution. Then you need to do the forgiveness, forgiving yourself and the other person who is involved, or other people, multiple people, if multiple people are there, and then expressing gratitude and love to self as well as the other person and to the divine. So this is how healing works in Ho'oponopono, especially when it comes to relationship. So now you understood what are the things you need to follow in Ho'oponopono, how the relationship issues are getting healed in the Ho'oponopono. Taking 100% responsibility, forgiveness, gratitude, and love, all the four steps. So now the importance of forgiveness. Why you need to forgive? Because when I ask you to forgive yourself or any other person, it is not about, never about the other person. It doesn't matter whether the other person deserves the forgiveness or not. If you want to make your life peaceful, joyful, if you want to live in peace, you need to forgive yourself and each and every person in your life. As long as you are holding on to unforgiveness, it is burning you only, not the other person. Forgiveness is only for you to release your own emotional pain, your own difficult thought, painful thoughts, your own sleeplessness. So when you forgive, you are releasing your own emotional pain. And sometimes it is reflecting in the physical pain in the form of digestive issues, cancer, diabetes, cardiac issues, thyroid problem, chronic skeletal issues, and the frustration. It will be released once you completely forgive yourself and the other person. And even if you're holding on to any kind of hatred, anger, sleeplessness, anxiety, depression, unknown fear, all these negative emotions will be released. And these negative emotions, if you are holding on to for a long period of time, the hatred, anger, sleeplessness, anxiety, frustration, depression, fear, unknown fear, and suicidal thoughts, and feeling of low, all these emotions are burning you only. They're not just affecting you mentally and emotionally, they're affecting you physically. If you're not clearing them for a long period of time, over a period of time, they are going to reflect in the body in the form of cardiac issues, cancer, diabetes, thyroid, and chronic digestive issues, and the ulcers and uh, ulcers and like that, chronic ulcers. So it is very important to take care of yourself by completely forgiving yourself and each and every person in your life. So that is how you manifest the loving relationship and strong emotional bonding with each and every person in your life, especially with your spouse and the family members. And once you completely forgive what happens, you are able to live in the present moment. You are able to concentrate and focus on the job what you are doing. See, when you are going through unforgiveness, all the thoughts, disturbing thoughts, painful thoughts are keep on appearing and disturbing. Why this person has done like that? Why this has happened? Why this person cheated me? Why me and all? So as long as you're going through that incessant thoughts, you'll not be able to present. You'll not be able to focus and concentrate on the job what you are doing. Whether you are reading a book or listening to audio or watching a video, you may not be able to remember that thing when you're listening to, because these negative emotions are not allowing you to focus and concentrate on that. So for that you need to forgive. That's why I'm explaining the importance of forgiveness. And another thing is you will be able to smile and laugh wholeheartedly. And one more important thing is you will be you will love to see yourself in the mirror. So now I'd like to ask you, how many of you have tried to see yourself in the mirror when you are angry? Have you ever tried to look yourself into the mirror when you are angry? Type me in the chat window. How many of you tried? So, so not tried, no, not tried, no. So one person tried. Yes, thank you for taking courage. So when you tried, how do you feel? Do you like yourself? Do you love yourself? And most of the people are mentioning no and never. And one person mentioning, I don't like to see myself, not tried. Why? Because when you are angry, you don't like yourself. That is why you don't want to look yourself, see yourself in the mirror. So when you don't like yourself, how you can expect any other person to like you and love you? So it is very important. If you want to attract the loving relationships and the people supporting and caring people in your life, you need to release all the anger. The procedure to release the anger, and that we'll be sharing now, and we'll be doing the healing session, healing also for that. And once you completely forgive yourself, the forgiveness makes your life more interesting and beautiful. So how many of you want and to make your life more interesting and beautiful, free from all the negative thoughts, negative emotions, emotional pain, suffering, depression, anxiety, frustration, sleeplessness, suicidal tendencies, all the stress? So all of you want to. So if you want to make your life more interesting and beautiful, you need to forgive yourself and each and every person in your life. So that's why I'm giving so much importance to the forgiveness, even though it is one of the procedures in Ho'oponopono, taking 100% responsibility. So what is the first one? Taking 100% responsibility. Second one is the forgiveness, gratitude, and love. 4 steps. And once you completely forgive yourself and each and every person in your life, you can experience the peace of mind and the happiness, joy, and blissfulness of the life for which you are born. For example, when you are experiencing any kind of differences, lack of understanding, and going through toxic relationship issue, once you release anger and the hatred from your own self, all those negative emotions will be released from the other person simultaneously, and the other person need not to do anything. So that is how my students are finding amazing results in the area of relationship. And the one person who was going through the 5 years of difficult marriage, in the verge of separation, in the last 5 years, she was thinking whether to continue or go through separation. And finally, she went into depression and frustration. And when she came to Ho'oponopono, and when she started practicing Ho'oponopono, things have changed. And now they are living together happily with their child. And one more person who was going through 20 years of difficult marriage with all the mental abuse, emotional abuse, and sometimes even the physical abuse. After 20 years of difficult marriage, her husband got changed and he didn't know what has happened. All she did was working on herself, taking 100% responsibility. and cleaning our own memories, which are replaying as a relationship issue. So it is very important to forgive. And now I don't want to take so much time in explaining the things and topics. I want you to experience the Ho'oponopono and the power of Ho'oponopono, importance of forgiveness, the value of forgiveness, gratitude, and love. So now we are going to do the simple meditation, the forgiveness meditation. So for that, I request all of you to close your eyes, take your attention to the breathing, sit in a comfortable posture. Keep your videos on, please, all of you. So many people are there, very few. I'm able to see only very few people.